forward to be online. We're recording live right now, so we started a little late. It was expected to start on time, but didn't know I had to download a few applications. So what we're going to do right now is just to make sure that everyone will be able to see me. We're going to go back and pull up our other page, and we're still broadcasting here. We want to make sure that you can see us live. So we're going to pull up our other page at the same time here and look forward to having us on. Bear with me just a second. Let me go to my traditional Ustream page, and we're going to get started with today's program. And there are always some interesting updates that are going on, and we want to make sure that we are seeing everything live. We'll go to our page in just a second. And perhaps I'm going to log out and give you my Circle of Grace 1 page. And we have just thing now too, but this is what we do. Looking forward to being on to out to one. Try to okay. Now, I've been broadcasting several years, and every time, of course, they do this, they make some changes. So I'm on live right now in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we're going to get our program here running in just a second. Just have to bring it down one more time and get Circle of Grace 1 operating. So I can see that you're seeing me and I can hear it. So instead of starting at promptly at 9 a.m. as I wanted it to do, I'm now coming on at this time. So bear with me just a moment. So that we could come to this live segment. And it's on running live. I just want to see it. Okay. Now, we should be here shortly. I want to make sure I got to get my volume operating here. All right. I should have a live show. Well, what we're going to do, hopefully, this is all supposed to be recording right now, and says that we're live. So we're going to send out an actual program. We're sorry for such a delay. We thought that we would be up and operating exactly at 9 a.m., so we're about 24 minutes behind schedule. This is live webcast number 170, and this is for 201 2012. Now, let's get the date right. And we're going to put it in here as a 9:30 a.m. show. So we hope to see it going now. We're just letting people know that we're here. And I am okay. Okay. All right. We're looking to go live. We are going live. We're on. But as usual, we're having some slight technicalities that we shouldn't be having, but we're having them. We're trying to make sure everyone gets an opportunity to go, but you'll be able to see this show. This is live webcast number 170. We're back on. The last show we did was in November on the 9th before I made that long trek to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And now we are on. Of course, we're going to do another show at about 4 p.m. from here, about 4:30 p.m. So this one does not cross correctly for you, will not be an issue. So what we're going to do right now is go back to our live segment. We're going to continue with this show. And one of the things I want to say here is that I've been thankful to be on, having an opportunity to do the show, and we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to this opportunity to broadcast live again. And we've been on approximately about 8 minutes and 53 seconds and recording the show to the channel for 8 minutes and 23 seconds and counting. And so we are getting this opportunity. Everything is working and going according to schedule. And we are looking forward to make this happen. Okay, now as we're going along here, we're broadcasting. Again, this is the Circle Grace One, founded on July 2nd, 1999 AD, under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through divine providence. And I'm your host, Chief Principal Teacher and Founder, Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. It also gave birth to his very own Spiritual and Metaphysical Institute on February the 7th, 2009, and this year will be 3 years old. And it is known as the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance. And we are so definitely we're going to be doing this live again at about 4:30 p.m. and hopefully by that time we'll have all the kinks out. Before we get started with today's show, what we're going to do is I'm going to take you into a very short opening prayer to open this up, and we're going to go over some things that we're going to give some opportunities here. We're going to start with some divine decrees. And one of the things that we do here is this opening prayer. Through divine providence and by divine grace, may all that you hear here today, see here, if you can see it at this moment, may it bless you in many different ways. May it establish a oneness and amazement for you about who you are, and may it somehow seed into your life so that not only you become a blessing, but you become a blessing to others. And so this is the golden opportunity for this to go forward. And we like to see and know and understand that all things are moving well for you and with you. And so we're looking forward to this opportunity. First time broadcasting here online live. And we're also hoping that this is something that you will enjoy again. And so we're looking forward to these opportunities, that everything will go well, and we're looking to accomplish this very shortly. Again, we're on live. This is live webcast number 170. So I'm glad that if you can see it from wherever you are at, that this is a great blessing for you, as I look forward to it being a blessing for me. Now, I'm just checking to make sure that we have some channel pages up here for people to see. We are on live, but I don't see it on my home page. Hopefully you'll be hearing it, and we'll be seeing it in the stream shortly. And so we're going to put up a chat screen for those of you who used to come here before and participate. When you had a chance to come into the chat room, in order to actually participate, you had to open up a free account here. You still may have to do that in order to participate. And so this is something that we're looking forward to do, produce, and show. And we have to get some of these little quirks out, all these little ads that keep popping up. But we want you to know that we're on live, we're broadcasting live, and we're looking to see this. Now, one of the things, I want to make a few announcements, and that is, and I don't want to sound repetitive at all, but we're going to be broadcasting live again at about 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which will be 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it will be also 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, and these programs, live programs, are free. I will be on Sunday, my time here at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which again will be 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on February the 5th, Sunday, February the 5th. And I'll be here, of course, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you're watching it Central Time Zone, for you, it will be 10 a.m. And if you're on the East Coast, it will be 11 a.m. And that's for our classical, traditional, Circle of Grace One, spiritual and metaphysical ministry. And usually when we come on and do that particular show, it is done in 3 segments. So it takes about 90 minutes to do the show. We're going to involve the key to life is numerology and the power of numbers, which is talking about the current universal year of 2012, and which is a 32-5. We're also going to talk about the month of February, which becomes a 7 universal month. We're also going to talk about the Pacific astrological or solar signs that are connected specifically to the 5 and the 7 in this time frame. And then I'm going to give you the 12 grace gems, which are basically the information message that I give out every month in the first Sunday of each month for each one of the 12 sun signs. And we're going to go through Aquarius right through Pisces, so that information is there. Now, also, what we're going to be doing for you is also making sure that you'll be able to receive this information. And then the second segment of the program is called the Grace Keys of Remembrance. And the Grace Keys of Remembrance is where a special message, and then we go through that particular message for the month. And then the third segment, I follow it up with an original Creative Path Work meditation that is designed to seed that into your consciousness. And you can participate with me if you so desire, live on the air, right along with me, participating in that. Now, also coming up on Tuesday of this month of February, and I know it's a late announcement, but it's Tuesday, there's going to be in the evening a teleseminar. And this particular teleseminar is called I Am the Light Within. And the teleseminar fee is $45. It's right now sitting on my current website, which is, you could go to the current website, which is circleofgrace1.net. And that's when you type it into your browser, you type in http colon double forward slash circle, CIRCLEOF, all is one word, grace added as one word, GRACE, and right after the letter E, put the figure for the number 1, and .net, and then it'll take you to the home page. And if you scroll to the right hand side, you'll see some purple links there, and I want you to click on home and services. You see home, highlight home, click services, and the next page will come up and you'll see a list of my services that I'm offering. And all you have to do is scroll down to where you see teleseminar, and you'll see it listed there as I Am the Light Within, and you can pay for it right there through PayPal on the site. It costs just $45 to participate and get this information. Now, as soon as you get the make your payment, the quicker that you make it before the prescribed time that I'll be broadcasting. Like if you're on the East Coast, the teleseminar starts at 8 p.m. Okay, and for me, I'll be kicking it off at about 6 p.m. my time. So what you want to do is go on promptly, you see, because it's only going to be on for 90 minutes. Make your payment, and as soon as you make your payment, you send me an email, and I will send you the call-in number as well as the access PIN number that you have to use. And what you do is you'll call the call-in number, and the area code begins with 712. When you make the call in, listen to the automated operator, and it will say for you to put in your access code. It's either a 5 or 6 digit access code or PIN number, and then that'll take you right in. Now, I'm not going to lock anybody out if they're late. You can come right into the program, but we're going to have some affirmations and meditations and decrees and the concept of I am the light within. And this will be something that we're going to do. I might do this as a ongoing series, or I bring different teleseminar topics in. And then, of course, go right back to our very next day, which is Wednesday, with another morning show and an evening show of Here, Decree, and It Shall Be. Well, I want to thank many people who have been supportive from all over the East Coast, West Coast, Central Time Zone, and as well as Mountain Time Zone. But we've also had some wonderful people from around the world. We've had people as far as Italy, Germany, and Spain who have been able to tune in. South Korea, Americans there teaching English as a second language. And so one of the things I want to initiate right now, and this is very appropriate. This was a decree that came to me back on February the 5th of 2010, which happened to be a Friday. And I would like to share this for this particular time frame that we're going through right now. This is the Universal Love and Healing Decree. Now, usually when I bring these decrees out like this, I am also not only just broadcasting it to you, but I'm also or reading it to you on the air here, but I'm also giving you the information. I'm actually teaching it to you all at the same time. So I want you to be aware that this is a learning or educational process. Circle Grace One is all about a spiritual and metaphysical ministry, but it's also about sharing this information and teaching. And yes, we have services and things that we do here that will help you be a better person. And hopefully, this will seed into your conscience that you'll go forward and do some very interesting things in your own life. Again, blessing others as well as blessing yourself. So, one of the things I want to do right now, I'm going to go through it and then I'm going to teach it to you. Now, if you'd like to contact me later when this show is over, we're going to be on for approximately for about 45 minutes this morning till about an hour. Now, these shows usually have a minimum running schedule of 60 minutes. So I'm looking to be on here for another 49 minutes with this show, and then I'll be back promptly with all the things intact now. I'll be back promptly at about 6:30 and go live and give you our decree and the science of art of prayers, affirmations, meditations, and decrees. One of the things I want to present here, this is the Universal Love and Healing Decree. And just before I say this, if you'd like to contact me, you can always email me later on today at iam.circleofgrace1@yahoo.com. That's iam.circleofgrace1@yahoo.com. You can also use Bishop Francis at circleofgrace1.net. You can also leave me a message on my Skype internet number, which is 973-685-5978. That is 973-685-5978. You can also call the Circle of Grace 1 mobile number, which is 908-878-2978. In fact, if you're watching this show right now and you needed to send me a message, you could text me. Now, I'm going to have the phone so I can see it if it's coming on with a text message. But feel free to send me a text message to 908-878-2978, and I could grab my phone here and give you that answer. Also, you can call my special spiritual prayer and decree phone line, and it gives you about almost a 2-minute special multi-purpose decree, and that's 505-717-4722. So those are the ways that you could connect with me after the show. But if you'd like to send me a text message, maybe I won't see it in the chat room, but you want to send me a text message, then feel free to do so at 908-878-2978. I'll read your chat message, your question, and we'll go forward. Now, again, this is being recorded into the Ustream channel system right away. And so, of course, I'll get a chance to play it back. Now, also, I want to say before I do this too, is that I'll be coming on with some random broadcasting throughout the week. So that means sometimes I might just let you know that it's on live, or I might just go ahead and broadcast it and let you know, then you could see it in the system, but just by going to it. So let's get started. Universal Love and Healing Decree. Let there be an infinite reverberation of wholeness in this month that now brings forth a guiding light this day and the days and weeks to come. For in this moments, the presence of God as universal love and healing is always present in all ways. So I expect nothing, meaning you expect nothing but the best and shall receive the best right now. I decree it is done now. Therefore, I am universal law of divine love, and through I am, all is well in my life. I am a magnet of and for divine love that heals everything in my life. Just like a river of love, I am creates and becomes a healing balm and in my life as a healing light for all to see. I see and decree that this is done now. As a magnet of and for divine love and a healing balm, my life and the life of others shall be restored, as within me is transformative power to heal. And I see and decree that within me is the restorative power to be a healing unto myself and others in and around my life. Thus, I am becomes a blessing divinely in my life as I am a blessing for others in my life. And I see and decree that this is true right now. I see and decree that I am a healing power for the highest good of all. Every thought, let's say that every thought, word, action, feeling, and deed is full of universal love. Universal love shall bring me more love that is unconditional for the highest good in my life and others right now. So as I read this, take this as you reading this. I'm not talking about myself, but I'm sharing this with you. And this is something that you want to receive into your consciousness. You want to embrace that this is a part of you. I decree that from sunrise to sunset, the infinite power of divine grace is upon us. And this is something that is special. And what we want to do is make sure that we come across with this information. We have someone calling in, and hopefully I thought they would be able to, maybe they're not seeing it on their end, but I'm going to let them know. They don't realize I'm on. They may realize I'm on. So we want to make sure that this goes across. So I want to read this last part. I decree that from sunrise to sunset, the infinite power of divine grace. Okay, let's just hold on a second. The infinite power of. Okay, I decree that from sunrise to sunset, the infinite power of divine grace, as the universal magnet of divine love, heals everything in my life, every situation, personal, professional. And these are some of the quirks of this. You're going to see popping in and out. This is still trying to get set. Universal magnet of divine love heals everything in my life, every situation, personal, professional, religious, metaphysical, spiritual experience in my life is most certainly healed and made perfectly whole right now. I see and decree all that is here and said as above, so below, resounding amen, here and right now. I see and Lord divine love is in action right now. Now, please excuse me for this screen to be popping in and out. It's not supposed to be doing that, but it's still recording live, so there's so much that is happening. So, and we're going to do this. We're going to try to take this up to 60 minutes. Sorry for the and we're going to be on 4:30 p.m. this night tonight again. So We just having, this is always the beginning, of things. It doesn't mean that there's some issues that they can't be solved. It's just this happens when you're broadcasting online and you're not in a regular studio. But as I wanted to go in to bring this, we're also recording it live digitally as is. It's a good record for myself. So one of the things is the I am presence is a universal law. It is divine love. It is the Holy Spirit of all that is, that evermore shall be. The I am presence, known as the great I am presence, is the universal God mind, the universal spirit, the cosmic force. So this is all that is divine, and being able to understand that we are a part of this. Life is energy, the divine consciousness is energy, divine intelligence is energy, the Holy Spirit is energy. We are made of this same energy. And so our cellular consciousness is connected to the divine cellular consciousness. 20, 30, 40 years ago, we always heard the concepts of the macro and the micro. We are part of the microcosmic universe, and there's the macrocosmic universe. And it's all one and the same. So there's this expression where we are presenting in our own awareness, our own consciousness, in our own remembrance. And that's what these decrees are. Every decree that you'll hear here, every affirmation that you'll hear here, is really designed to help you become more aware of the presence of the I am that resides in every cell of your being. And this is what the quantum leap is about, for us to leap in to this consciousness, into this remembrance of our own divinity, and to live from that level. All right, live from that awareness and consciousness. And so I want to go back, and as we look at this, I am universal law of divine love, and through I am, meaning not your personal ego, but through the presence of the God consciousness known as I am, all is well. All is well. All is whole. All is complete within you. In my life, meaning your life. Now it says, I am a magnet. I'm just speaking about you. You become this magnet, this magnetic force of divine love that heals everything, that creates wholeness in your own life. So once you have this consciousness, the wholeness is created in your own life. And as you begin to do this, you begin to move forward. And as you begin to move forward, you begin to have an awareness, a greater awareness. And so this is moving in a way that is allowing you to have a full consciousness at all times. And that is the pleasure of this. You're having a full consciousness at all times of your own divinity, your own awareness. And we're able to present this so that you are moving across with your own power of divinity within yourself. So this is essential, that you're always growing all the time, that you're always allowing yourself to be who you are. And so this means that you are living in a much greater level of consciousness than before. And your consciousness is always expanding all the time. It's never limited. And so, we used to hear the term, and I know I used to hear it, the sky's the limit. Well, if we say that the sky's the limit and we keep that in our subconscious, that would be an untrue statement, because you would not want the sky just to be the limit. You want to be infinite. You want to be limitless. You want to have boundless power. But you want to have boundless power that is being uplifting, that you're able to create a positive change. And we all know that the positive change has to take place with ourselves before it can take place with another person. The positive change has to take place with ourselves before it takes place with another person. So this is essential to our own growth right now as to who we really are, and we are seeking to do this in a way where we are feeling more prosperous, more abundant in our life. We're feeling healthier. So the I am presence is that part of you that is always open, that is always divine, that is always unique, that is always has its own essence about itself, where it is consciously creating all the time. And it's also consciously connecting you all the time to something that is far greater than what you can imagine. And so it is all based on the seeds of spirit inside of you. And the spirit inside of you, its main purpose is to express divine love to you through the remembrance of who you are, through the awareness. And this in itself is like the grace, the divine grace that's in you. It is this light that is flowing through every part of your being. So this is why it says here, I am a magnet. So you can say, I affirm I am a magnet. I affirm I am a positive magnet. I affirm that I draw into my life positive people at all times. I affirm that everything that I do is uplifting. I affirm that everyone that I meet has the ability to uplift and bless me. I affirm that everyone that I meet, I'm capable. And I have not only just the capacity, but I have the wherewithal to bless them. You can bless them in your actions. You can bless people in your deeds, your words, your feelings, your emotions, and your intent, and your will. So how you come across to other people, they can feel your energy. So if you know that you're a magnet, you're also this generator. You're also releasing positive energy and positive information. Now it goes on to say here, just like a river of love. Think of, I want to always use words here. And Spirit is always an angel of grace, Mother Grace, Grandma Charlotte, always giving me words here that create an image. Okay, so when I say a river of love, I want you to envision in your mind, in your mindset, in your third eye, a river, a flowing river that is not being interrupted, a river that is calm, yet flowing continuously, a river of love. I am, meaning the spirit I am, creates and becomes a healing balm. Balm. Think of like when you have balmy weather, it's warm yet gentle breezes and it's peaceful. You feel that you're in a place where nothing but peace is all around you. Tranquility, serenity is there. You feel and you want to feel and understand that all things are happening for you. And so you want to know that there's an awareness. Okay? So you want to know that everything is going well with you. You want to feel the presence with you. You want to know that you're doing well. That's within your context, within your understanding of divinity. But you want to know that you are feeling well, that you're acting and living from a state of peace and calmness. So this is essential for you. Now it also says that the I am creates and becomes a healing balm for me, meaning for you. And in your life as a healing light for all to see, means you become more transparent for all to see. You're not hiding your light, you're showing your light, just like you go out and put a smile on your face. But if from inside of yourself, if you can bring forth the light from within, the goodness from within, your actions, your words, your deeds, the way you embrace life, the way you love and enjoy life, then people see this in your countenance. They see this in your auric field. Countenance, it means your auric field around you. They can feel the energy flowing from you. Now, as you see this energy that flows, I see and decree that this is done now. I see and decree that this is done now. Means you see it with your eyes. But not only do you see it with your eyes, you are feeling it through your heart. You're embracing it because you can feel it. And then you decree it, meaning a decree is a spiritual authoritative statement that presents power that can't be blocked, power that can't be melted down, power that can't be manipulated or changed other than what it is. So when you decree something, you are saying that you are expecting this to happen. Your expectancy is high. It's like children who know that there's a party going on, there's a gift for them coming on, into their life. There's something that they want. They expect it. They don't expect something to happen now. They expect to have the experience now. So as we go on, it says, as a magnet of and for divine love. So all of this is you are this. You are this divine being. Okay? You are this divine being, and you're having this divine experience where you become the healing balm in your own life and the life of others. It says, shall be restored. Now, again, when I get this is usually something that I pray for and that I open myself up, and then it's channeled to the Holy Spirit and the angel of grace and others like the master Pharaoh Akhenaten brings this to me. All right, so I'm putting this out, and then the Spirit has to have me reword it where there's part of me that's saying something, and then the Spirit is saying something. And so we want to not worry about how you're receiving it, but what I want you to do is I want you to know that you already know it. Okay, not only you are expecting information, but you already know this information. So the information that you're receiving today is really for you a review. Okay, and many things that you hear me say here or teach here will always be done in increments and always be repetitive. Why? Because the more you repeat something, the easier it becomes for you to digest it. Okay, so it says here that not only your life becomes this love and a healing balm, but so does the life of others. Not only does your life become restored, but so does other people who are in your life. Others, the life of others shall be restored as within me. And then what? Is transformative power to heal. This is a transform. Transform means to change. Transform, change form. So it's the power to change the form of your being. To give you an example, I've spent 2 years working on myself physically, and I'm working on myself, working on my weight, and now I've dropped about 40 pounds. I arrived here in Albuquerque on November the 15th, and I came here weighing 244 and a half pounds, and now I'm 224 and a half pounds. So I got rid of some weight. Prior to 244, I had 260. Prior to that, 265. That was all last year in the spring and the summer. Going all the way back into 2010 when I was like 270 some odd pounds. So to be able to drop 48 pounds in increments, it's the same. You're making these changes in increments, day to day, minute to minute, moment to moment in your life. Now, if you're seeing this click in and out on your side, it's because I have to click it in and out on my side. So I'm recording this. I'm not sure, but it's saying live and recording. So somewhere down the line, someone is viewing this show. If not, you'll be able to see it in the archives when it is all over. Now, it says here, thus, as this is taking place, I see and decree that within me is the restorative power. So the power can change your form and it can restore you at the same time to be a healing unto yourself and for others in your life. So as you change, your environment change. As your change deep within your subconscious level, everything on the emotional nature changes. Consciously, you become aware of the change. Therefore, you make changes in your life, and then how you carry on your life from day to day starts to change. How you present yourself to people, how people see you. All the changes are constantly coming up. Now, also, at the same time, what is necessary for you is that this is becomes like a golden opportunity for you to be revealed even unto yourself, not only just to others but to yourself. So you become greater in your awareness. So it says, thus I am becomes a blessing divinely in my life, meaning your life, as I am a blessing for others in my life. And I see and decree that this is true right now. So you're not only expecting this to happen, but you know that this is truth for you. Like, you're not expecting just to breathe in the air and for that air to go into your lungs. You know it's true that you can breathe, that you have the power to breathe. So you have the power to breathe because within you there's the breath of the divine. So you're not separated. That's what all of these decrees and affirmations and prayers and meditations are all about, that we are not separated. We have ways of measuring our awareness. We have ways to measure our sensitivity. Now, I was going to talk about pendulums on here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that more toward the end of the month, or maybe in our next week's session, because here in Albuquerque on March the 20th, I'm going to be giving a pendulum workshop. And I'll give that information out as we get closer to that date. Now, as we continue here, it says, I see and decree that I am a healing power for the highest good of all. When you state that in your consciousness, you put that into words. When you affirm that, you can say, I affirm that I see and decree. I understand, and then I can speak it, that I am a healing power for the highest good of all. That means you're taking yourself out of yourself, meaning you're not letting the ego part of you benefit. You're letting the highest good, so that the higher self, the God in you, the soul aspect, knows exactly what is needed, what is desired. Desire from the French word from father. So the spirit of father, the spirit of mother, the spirit of the divine father, the spirit of the divine mother, the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of understanding. Okay, you have the knowledge, but you need the wisdom to carry it forth, and you need to understand what it is that you're carrying forth. So this is empowering you at the same time. This is empowering you at the same time. You're not disconnected from the divine. You are a part of that which is divine, that is in all things. This is why everything around you can gravitate to you or be pushed away from you, because everything is connected to you, whether you know it or not. So it says here, every thought, word, action, feeling, and deed is full of universal love. It's overflowing with universal love. Universal love shall bring me more love that is unconditional. See, the love you want in your life is unconditional love. That means there's no change, there's no ties. You can't control somebody, they can't control you, because you're dealing from unconditional love. If your love is conditional, that means there's something off with it. There's something that you want specifically, rather than for the highest good of the both of you. That is a healing force in the lives of both of you. So the universal love shall bring me more love that is unconditional for the highest good in my life and others right now. So that is always full of wellness, wholeness, healing, and complete for the both of you, or all of you. It's not limiting you at all. Universal love cannot be limited. Unconditional love cannot be limited because you're not a limited personality. You are a divine personality. So you're a spiritual being traveling around in a physical vessel upon the face of the earth, which is your physical body. But you're not the body, you're spirit. Okay? You're using the body in order to enjoy the life or to move through life. So it says, I decree that from sunrise, we've got about 10 minutes left. I decree that from sunrise to sunset, that means from the beginning of your day, of your consciousness, until you go into recline, to go to sleep, the infinite power of divine grace as the universal magnet of divine love, divine grace divine grace liberates you. People call it sometimes the biblical sense favor, but it's more than that. See, God is no respecter of persons. The universe doesn't pay attention to who you are on the outside. It only pays attention to what you're creating on the inside of you. Whatever you're placing out into the world, that's what the world sees. And the universe, what, plays that back to you. It's like a mirror. You see it, you see the light and the image reflected back to you. So it says here, the infinite power of divine grace as the universal magnet of divine love heals everything in my life. Heals everything. What? Creates whole thoughts. Thoughts become things. So every part of you is being presented. Every situation, personal, professional, religious, metaphysical, spiritual experience in my life, meaning your life, is most certainly healed and made perfectly whole right now. So this is why the last two phrases are important. It says, I see, meaning that you understand, and decree that you now express this willfully, that all that is here and said as above is so below. All that is here and said is above, as above, so below. Above you're in it, resounding, resounding like a bell. Like a bell. I see and decree that all is well, healed, and made whole as a universal law. The divine love is in action right now. So this is something that is a continuous process that is going on at all times with you. Even if you're unaware, it's still functioning. Spirit is still in motion, whether you're aware of it or not, whether I'm aware of it or not. Light is still functioning. Darkness comes upon the face of the earth only because the sun is not shining down on our segment of the earth. That's why there's darkness. But we see a reflection of it from the moon because the sun's light is still hitting the moon. But we're just in a part where the part that we see that's creating darkness means that part of it is not in direct alignment to the sunlight. Again, this is all new to me, these new applications. So you're going to see the image pop in and out, but I'm going to work at understanding why it does or doesn't later. I just had to come on and broadcast. We have another 6 minutes, 5 minutes, and 59 seconds to go. We're going to keep this to an hour program, but I'll be back this evening with another show. And we may either review this or we'll do some other things to amp it up. Now, I will be back at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we're going to go into another live recorded show here at the same time, live show for the Circle of Grace One's Decree and It Shall Be. This morning was live webcast number 170. We'll be back at 4:30 p.m. our time, Mountain Standard Time, for live webcast number 171. And again, excuse me for this being in and out. I wasn't aware that I had to use a new application for this, but this actually will make things much better. We're going to be back also on Sunday at 9 a.m. I'll say 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this Sunday, February 5th, 9 a.m., which in my time zone, Mountain Standard Time, Central Time, 11 a.m. for our 90-minute program of the spiritual and metaphysical ministry part of the Circle of Grace 1, which takes us into the key to life is numerology, the power of numbers. We go through the universal year vibration for 2012, which is a 5, and then for February 2012, which is a 7 universal month, we'll talk about the different messages for each one of the of remembrance lesson for the month, and then we'll seal it all and seed it and plant it out into the universe with an original creative pathwork meditation that you can see and feel right online. And tonight we're also going to do some meditation too here so that you can get this live and experience it, and then you'll be able to replay the show. Well, I'm getting ready to sign off, but let me give you again my contact information is iam.circleofgrace1@yahoo.com. That's iam.circleofgrace1@yahoo.com. You can always call me on my Skype internet number 973-685-5978. You can text me or call me on my mobile Circle Grace 1 number, which is 908-878-2978. You can also call my spiritual and decree prayer line and hear a multi-purpose decree first, which is 505-717-4722. And you can also email me at bishopfrancis@circleofgrace1.net. We'll look forward to be back here at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for you on the West Coast. Central Time Zone, it will be at 5:30 p.m. East Coast will be 6:30 p.m. right here at www.ustream. That's US, the letter USTREAM.TV/channel, CHANNEL /circle of grace with the number 1. That's how you come here and watch the program. And we're going to tighten up all the loose ends between now and 4:30 p.m. We hope to have that all straightened out. And of course, you'll be able to come back here into the program in another 20 or 30 minutes. Come back to my channel site and see it already recorded for you with the highlights. Well, it's about 58 minutes into the program. Again, everything is fresh and brand new for me. We're not making any excuses. This is all a part of broadcasting online. Sometimes you have absolute control and sometimes no control whatsoever. But it's all a living and experience. Before I close out, the Holy Spirit would like to just speak. Basata ishalalo con musri shin lo so de basata ira la lo basani ingere la da seta da sandra lo se rassingelo lo se mi sara basata risingelo lo si kindi la lasa rassingelo lo si basara sandro lo se. There's a feeling here that whoever will see this in the archives as it will be placed there, that this will bless you in a different kind of way, even though you may have seen it with its various interruptions, but the message for you. And so I want you to be able to go forth and receive it. I want you to not only just receive it, but understand that it's for you. And that when we come back on this evening, there's going to be more information. But for those of you who are sometimes broadcasting has its moments, and even if you watch something on the internet yourself, and you'll see some interruptions. TV, you'll have some interruptions. So radio, some interruptions. So this is all I'm going to call it the fun parts of broadcasting and getting to know this information. Well, we're getting ready to sign off here now. We've been on approximately about an hour. So this is the Circle of Grace 1, founded on July 2nd, 1999 AD, under the aegis and the anointing of the angel of grace through divine providence. On February the 7th, 2009, it gave birth to its very own spiritual and metaphysical institute called the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance. And next week, February the 7th, on a Tuesday, it'll be 3 years old. I am the host, chief principal teacher, and founder of both Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. Until tonight, and until next time, tonight at 4:30 p.m., same station here online, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we're alive and well in the age of remembrance.